Hey everybody, my name is Bill Leys. I'm with William Leys Waterproofing Consultants. We're a balcony inspection firm performing inspections under SB 326 and SB 721. And we're primarily concentrating on 326. One of the things that has been occurring over the last months and years has been a number of customers inquiring about the balcony bill and the way it reads, and the question revolves around who can do the inspection, or more specifically, who has to do the inspection. The balcony bill basically says that the structural engineer or architect, and now a civil engineer can also do inspections, must perform the inspection. What we've been seeing with some competitors out there in the market is that they appear to be doing the inspections themselves and then having a architect or engineer sign a report that they themselves have written. And we do have several copies of those. For instance, this one company here has a architect signing the bottom of the report, and the question becomes, was that architect actually on site? Did he do the inspections? Or did the company in question, with their letterhead on top, do the inspection, write this report, and give it to the architect to sign? It appears to be that way, that the architect was given the report to sign and never actually looked at the property. Another case is another architectural firm in San Diego who did a report on a property in San Diego, and the company that has all of their letterhead on it says here the report was prepared by ADM for the exclusive use of the HOA. So the question is did AD Magellan perform the inspection, and did the architect do any inspections, or if he's just signing AD Magellan's report? In the final example that we have here, a well-known company in the industry who also happens to have 5 different contractors licenses, and 3 of which are listed as having complaint disclosures on, has signed a report, or done the report apparently, for an HOA up in the Bay Area. And the architect has signed a report that basically says Empire Works provided visual inspection of the balconies and breezeways and their load-bearing components and associated waterproofing systems. So the question that I have, and that you should have as well, is if they're performing the inspection, they are not qualified under the balcony bill, as I read it, to perform that inspection and determine whether the structural elements are okay. So what we've done, I went to the Board of Engineers and I sent them a email. And in my email, I asked them, this is what's happening out in the industry. There seems to be a lot of gamemanship. Is the engineer required to be on site doing the inspection? And if not, what is the penalty for that? Is there discipline? And I didn't get a written reply back from them. I got a phone call, which is kind of telling. Tells me that they don't really want to put an official position on it. But what they did say is that they have specific laws relating to engineers, and the SB 326 does not have anything to do with them where they can discipline an engineer who may have violated SB 326 in some way. But what they did say was very interesting, in that they said their interest would be and they couldn't comment on the copies of the reports that I sent them to review, but they did say that if they received a complaint about these companies performing engineering services that require an engineering license, that they would open a complaint investigation and review these companies' reports and their methods to see if they are actually performing engineering without a license. So what I am coming to the conclusion about is that the only way that you can be sure that your SB326 report is in conformance with the balcony bill is to hire a waterproofing consultant engineering firm where, like here at William Leys Waterproofing Consultants, I facilitate your inspection. I am the point of contact, but my engineer is the person who actually signs the report and stamps and seals it. My report, which is the waterproofing section of the report, is supplemental and appended to the engineer's report. Engineers don't know a lot about waterproofing. Their specialty, obviously, is structural components. I don't know enough about structural components, and I'm not a licensed engineer to be able to perform these inspections, but I am an expert in waterproofing. So put together, your best way of doing inspections, I would say, is to have a team of experts that have no ethical conflicts of interest. The engineer is not off-site. He is by my side doing the inspections with me. The engineer signs and seals and stamps the report. You have the comfort of knowing that your report conforms to SB 326, and in no way could it survive it would survive a challenge if somebody tried to challenge the report, because it is signed and stamped by an engineer. These reports, on the other hand, from these companies are something that can be challenged. And so what I intend to do is to put a complaint in with the Board of Engineers to get resolution on what these companies are doing. Are they within the boundaries of the law, or are they not? And so until we have an answer on that and clarity, there are a number of very ethical inspectors out there besides myself. You can go to davissterling.com, davis-sterling, STIRLING.com. Look up balcony inspectors, and you will find a list of balcony inspection companies that don't have conflicts of interest. And one thing that you will notice that is decidedly missing from their website is any of these companies. They are not on the Davis Sterling website. There's a reason for that, and that is not anything that has to do with me. It is up to the Davis Sterling website owners who they want to list on that website. And they do advise that all companies that are still listed on their website need to be vetted and cleared before you just go ahead and hire somebody. We absolutely agree. You need to vet your consultant, waterproofing inspector, the engineer, and make sure that they have experience in this. And so we encourage you to look for good, ethical companies like ourselves at William Leys Waterproofing Consultants, and the others that are listed at davissterling.com, and get a good bid from an ethical firm, and you will be in much better shape if your report is ever challenged. So give us a call if you have any questions, 805-801-2380. Our email is Leys, Leys, waterproofing consultants at gmail.com, or you can find us on the web at SB326deckinspectors.com. Thanks for taking a look at our video, and we hope to be able to help you soon.